damage variance or floor potency, one of the stats that affect your damage output overall, but you will often wonder if it is important to build up that damage variance on your gear. Before we start, we will have to understand what damage variance does and how to work on different weapons. For example, 1 to 6 stars weapon, we can find the damage variance is between 75% to 100%, meaning the damage output will be between 75% to 100% in terms of its total attack power. Now you ask me if building damage variance is important. Well, I would say yes, but not as important as building percentage damage increase. Why is that? Here's why. Let's say you have a 6-star weapon with a 75% to 100% damage variance. Adding percentage damage increase, a fix will look like this, where everything gets multiplied by the percentage, meaning your minimum and maximum damage will be increased. On the other hand, if you add damage variance as your fix, it will look something like this. Alright, I get it. For you people that actually need me to provide you some actual number via the weapon, here we go. Let's say we have a weapon with 100 attack power, damage variance of 75 to 100%. We look back at the chart, plus 10% damage will bring your minimum damage to 82.5 and your maximum damage to 110, with an average of 96.25. On the other hand, if we look at the damage variance increased by 10%, which will raise the minimum damage to 82.5, you might be thinking, why isn't it 85%? According to the formula of damage variance, it will be a 1.1, which is a 10% multiplied to 75. So that gives us a 82.5% instead of a 85%. With 10% damage variance increase to the weapon, we have an average of 91.25. Then there we go, we can say that damage increase is better than damage variance increase. There are actually more to this damage variance thing. In the last video where we talked about attack limit, we talk about how the formula worked. If you don't know what that is, I'll put a link to that video, do check it out. In the formula, it basically points out that the percentage damage multiplier multiplied last, meaning it completely ignored the attack limit on enemies. Meaning no matter how low the attack limit is, you would still get the extra damage. However, if you are already hitting the maximum damage, having increased damage variance wouldn't help you do any more damage. This is why when people choose which ability to go for, they usually just go for the increased percentage damage. Damage variance will always be your second choice. Especially when you are putting a fix onto Kaiserman weapon, it has a 50 to 100% damage variance, meaning 1% increase in damage variance will actually be 0.5%. It sucks, I know. So remember guys, percentage damage increase is always more important than damage variance. Do keep it in mind if you are planning to do some fixing in the future. Also, don't judge my drawing, it was just a quick sketch from me to get the idea out. What is your thought on damage versus damage variance thing in the game? You may share your comments below and let us know. That will be it for this video. Thanks for watching, my name is Day, see you next time, and most importantly, have a nice day and happy farming.